Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I'm Sabir Hasnan, your science subject teacher from grade 8. In this lecture, we will discuss about the exercise of chapter number 9, salts. Now first we are going to discuss about the multiple choice questions. In the first question, what would you see if a piece of zinc was put into a test tube with some sulfuric acid? Look, when zinc is a metal and sulfuric acid is acid, so we know that whenever a metal reacts with acid, hydrogen gas comes off during the reaction. So that's why when hydrogen gas comes out, then bubbles would be there. So that's why bubbles of the gas will be the correct option, which is A. Second question is same about what is produced when the metal reacts with an acid. So look, again metal reacts with an acid. So whenever the metal reacts with acid, we get the metal salt and hydrogen gas. So option B would be the correct option. Now the third one, in the third question, what is produced when a metal carbonate, for example calcium carbonate, reacts with an acid? So now this question belongs to whenever metal carbonate reacts with an acid. So we know that whenever metal carbonate reacts, we get metal salt, carbon dioxide and water as well. The C will be the correct option. And in the fourth one, when metal oxide, what is produced when metal oxide, for example copper oxide, reacts with an acid? So this time, whenever the metal oxide reacts with acid, so it's actually the fourth method we discussed in the previous lectures. So this time we will get metal salt and water. So option B will be the correct option. And the last question, so in the last MCQ, that is, what is the most common salt on the earth? So very simple, we know from very first day of this chapter, we know very well about that. That is sodium chloride, which is the most common salt on the earth. Now question number 2, it is related to the true false. So any compound made from the reaction between the acid and the metal, that is called salt. Yes, this is true. Whenever the acid reacts with metal, that gives us metal salt, so it will be true. That's why it's T. T stands for true. Any substance that can neutralize an acid is called an alkali. Yes, we already learned in the previous lectures, when acid is neutralized by the substance, that is alkali. So true. Third one, when an acid and alkali react together, a salt and water form. Yes, whenever acid and alkali react together, we will get salt and water. So third option will be true as well. So that's why it's represented by T. The calcium from the baking powder makes the cake rise during baking. Not at all. Actually, the carbon dioxide make the cake rise during the baking of a cake. So this option is not true. So that's why it's false. And false stands for F. And the fifth one, the Dead Sea contain a lot of sugar in it. Not at all. Now come towards question number 3 at page number 133. So in question 3, they are saying fill the gap in the word equation using the words below. So this question is related to how we name the salts whenever an acid reacts with different materials. So I told you there, whenever we use the hydrochloric acid, we use the word chloride in salt. Whenever we use the nitric acid, we use the nitrate word in the salt. And whenever you use sulfuric acid, we will use the word sulfate in the salt. So there are 4 options given in your book: chloride, chloride, nitrate and sulfate. So in the first one, whenever hydrochloric acid react with sodium hydroxide, so hydrochloric acid is there, definitely chloride will be the right option, and sodium chloride plus water. Nitric acid and calcium hydroxide, definitely nitrate would be the option, right option. And in the third one, again hydrochloric acid and ammonium hydroxide, so we will get ammonium chloride because chlorine hydrochloric, so chlorine will be there, that's why we use the word chloride. And in the fourth one, whenever we use a sulfuric acid plus potassium hydroxide, so here the word sulfuric, then we will get the sulfate is the correct option in the filling. Now question number 4, the diagram which is given in your book, so concern your book, shows some zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid in a test tube. So zinc, a metal, and dilute sulfuric acid, which is acid, in a test tube. When they react together, they are saying describe the reaction between the substance. So if you remember, zinc is replaced by the hydrogen, or hydrogen is replaced the zinc, so that's why it's a displacement reaction. Okay, so this would be a displacement reaction. So the answer of first one is, whenever the reaction, this reaction would be, it's a displacement reaction and hydrogen is replaced by the zinc. And if you remember, we discussed single and double displacement reaction in the third chapter as well. Name the gas produced in this reaction. So whenever metal reacts with acid, we will get a metal salt and hydrogen gas. So the answer will, in the next part, they are asking about how would you identify the gas, I mean the hydrogen gas. Very simple, we bring a burning match near the gas, if you remember, and the figure is given in your book as well again. So when hydrogen is present, that will burn and makes a popping sound. In third one, they are saying write down the word equation for this reaction. So when zinc and hydrochloric acid react together, they will give us zinc chloride and hydrogen. Okay, and in the fourth question, they are saying suggest what would happen if stronger acid is used in this reaction. So whenever a weak acid is used, I told you the reaction would be slower, and whenever a strong acid will be used, the reaction would be faster. So remaining question we'll learn in the next video lecture. I hope you understand all of it. Thank you very much.